play every day?
I play every day.
Every day, huh?
Every day.
And you don't get hurt, huh?
Hours a day.
Yeah.
And I have not been hurt yet.
That's good. That's really good. I'm excited about the future of this show.
Don't bother going to church because your short game needs some work. So raise your glass, even though he's not the best. But at least he made the top 5.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Lanai Gossip. I'm Commissioner number 5, top 5 in the villages still. It hasn't been voted on this year yet, Lonnie, but I think it comes up in May. So maybe we'll have a little something.
You are a shoo-in.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. Okay. And my co-host is Lonnie. Today we have Dave and Deb, and they're going to talk to us about water volleyball. If you enjoy this segment, please like us and also subscribe to our channel, please.
Another way to say it is hit the like button for us. Do anything with the mailbag tonight? Or no emails? Because, you know, our...
We have one for next segment.
Okay, because our often contributor named Sam from Houston, today's
Correct.
his birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh, Sam. Hey, happy birthday, Sam.
Yes.
Longtime listener and reviewer.
Yes, he is.
We got an audience today,
Yes.
which we're trying to, we're trying to do a live audience. So we got Dave and Deb liquored up, and they're going to talk to us about. How long have you lived in the villages, you two?
Since November of 2017.
And how much water volleyball did you do before you moved down here?
Absolutely none.
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 Nope, not at all.
What was your go-to sport before you came down here?
Hiking, camping.
What about regular
got work.
volleyball? Did you
No.
play regular?
No, never.
No regular volleyball, no
None.
sandball, nothing.
No.
Wow.
No.
No.
Okay.
Never touched the ball before.
I mean, we're Midwesterners. Wisconsin, Illinois, you just didn't play. Water volleyball didn't exist up there.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that's great. That's great. So new people coming in, they've never even played. You heard about it before you came here?
No.
Not even heard about
Not
it.
at all. Dale, the guy you had on for bowling, we were at the pool. Where folks come first time into the villages. They don't know anybody. Don't know. So where you head to? The first place you go is to the pool.
Okay.
So we went to the neighborhood pool and we just started talking to guys and got to know them. And he mentioned, hey, you should try water volleyball.
Okay.
I'm trying it. And I said, all right, you're trying it. I'll do it. And that's how we started. We followed Dale, really. And Dale said, here's the group that you get in with. We communicated with them, got in, hooked up with that group.
And they were teaching people how to play.
They were showing you how to play, how to hit the ball, what are the basic things you should do.
The basic rules to the game and
Right.
introducing people to it. And that is no longer there.
That group is no longer
that's
there.
too bad.
Now they have a basic group.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can go into basic training, and there's now it's now organized where you have the basic level skills that they'll teach.
I guess Deb, tell us a little about basic. What can I expect walking into basic? What do I need? Do I need a bathing suit?
Well, of course you need.
Well, I don't know.
No,
Is there a certain...
no, you
Depends on the
know.
pool that you're at.
It's a suit optional, I think.
Well, is it co-ed? Is it all guys? What is it?
It's co-ed.
It's going to be co-ed, and I
It's gonna
walk
be
in there.
co-ed.
You mean it's all co-ed? There's not some groups that are just men, some groups that are just
there
women?
are groups.
Oh, okay.
Once you establish, once you
basic.
start
Oh,
playing, you get into different groups.
okay.
And the different groups can, depending on where you're playing, will have either female or male.
I show up to basic. I got a bathing suit on, goggles. What do I need?
No, you don't wear goggles.
You don't wear goggles.
You don't
Well,
wear.
but
Well,
some
people
people wear
do.
sunglasses,
Most
some-
people wear sunglasses and a hat.
A hat.
To keep there's a lot of sun glare, so you want to keep the
So-
sun out of your eyes.
So if I'm walking in there, bathing suit on, sunglasses, a hat, and lotion. You guys should
Right.
have some lotion on.
Of course, yeah.
6 different courts.
Right.
How do
And
I
they
know what
will-
court to go on?
The people who are in charge of the Seabreeze Basic will divide people up into teams, and then they will put you into different teams, and they will tell you which court to go into, because there is 6 different courts at the pools.
And when we're talking about basic, this is one you can catch.
You catch and throw the ball. You learn the rules. You learn how to use your hands to hit the ball. It's beginning.
Basic.
You've never played it before. It's really basic.
Well, that's excellent that they have that.
It is.
It takes the edge off of going in there and being afraid to start.
and that's where I think if you've never played water volleyball like we didn't, you really have to start someplace, and that's the place to start.
So let's say I get through basic, then I go on here and I look for beginner, or do I look for intermediate?
No.
Is there two level? How many levels are there?
So there's beginner, or there's basic, there's intermediate, and then advanced. Sorry,
Did you smack the table?
I did.
Yeah, we got to quit beating on the no more beating on the table.
So there's basic, intermediate, and advanced play. And then in the paper, it'll say open, organized play. And that's what you go to play. And then
Organized play I go to.
organized play.
That means I just show up and I'm going to be picked on a team,
Right.
even if I don't know anybody.
Right. Yes. Everybody gets to play that shows up for organized. They do have a limit to the amount of people that can play. So there's, I think, 84 people that can play, and they will hand out numbers at the beginning. And once they reach 84, it's cut off. So you have to be one of the first 84 people to show up for organized play. It's a half an hour.
A half hour, and you'll get a number.
Yes. And
Generally, you'll get a number a half hour before it goes.
and then there's advanced,
Advanced.
which you have to try out for.
Now let's talk about advanced a little bit. Now, Dave, you've been in advanced,
Right.
and then you've been out because you got injured.
Right.
Tell us how that process goes. So you're playing intermediate, and you're thinking, okay, I'd like a better challenge. Is that safe to say?
It's safe to say, and then you really have to play in the better intermediate groups and
First.
before you'll
So-
go out.
We probably should talk about groups. We talked about showing up, getting picked in a line. Now there's groups.
Correct.
Tell us about that, Dave. Groups.
Well, so groups, it's players of like skills that get together and form their own groups. So there's organized where you get numbers,
Yep. Everybody
Yeah,
gets picked. If you're
If you get a
84,
number,
okay.
yes.
and then there's open group play where if you have a group of 10 or more folks, you can go and get a court.
We should talk about the basics. How many people are on a team in the water?
4 to 7 usually are on a team.
Seven's the rotator.
7 is a rotator.
A rotator. So you're six normally, right?
6 normally, and then
And you have a rotator. That's
Seven's
the 84. That gets you to 84.
So there's 12 teams that can possibly play
Okay.
during organized.
Okay.
Not always, but possible.
So we got through these groups. Now Dave wants to go to a higher level. So how did you get on the higher level?
well, so you play in groups, and it's a lot of it's word of mouth.
Okay.
So you get to know people, and they know your skills, and then they'll say, hey, there's an advanced group. But if you talk to folks that play in advanced, they'll get you in contact with the leader of it, and he gives you an opportunity for a tryout. You can come as a visitor or actually try out. And a visitor, you're allowed 2 times every few months. And then if you go through the tryout, and I'm currently going through the tryout again for Division One. It's a 2-month period, and you try out. If you make it, then you're on the team.
And they'll put you either in 1 or 2. Division 1 is
So
the best division here in the villages.
Division One is the best. Typically, it goes Division Two. You try out first. If you make that,
Okay.
then you go out for Division One. It's very rare that somebody goes straight from intermediate to Division Two.
Division 1. Now these are all at Colony. These
The
trials.
advanced is at county, right?
Do they just play at Colony?
Yes,
Well, that kind of limits you.
it does.
Can an advanced player go play organized at Eisenhower?
No, the advanced can't play from 1 to 3, which is the advanced time period. They're not allowed to play any place but at county.
Also, the advanced can't go play in the intermediate because somebody
Not 1 to
knows
3.
they're advanced and they can't be there.
They can't
Hey,
be there, and
Dave, I know you're advanced. You're out of here.
and we're very strict on the rules.
Interesting. So let's back up and sort of cover the beginning part again, because you guys. So I'm a little bit intimidated because I don't play water volleyball, but I moved to the villages and I played a bunch of volleyball. Let's say where I came from. What? And all these trials and everything. If I hear what we presented, all these trials, it can be a little bit intimidating.
Well,
And so,
tryouts actually are for the league.
yeah.
That's not for going to play in organized open play.
So your recommendation is to come
Play.
and play in the organized.
Right.
Okay.
And get to know the rules and get to know how to play. there's a lot of finesse to the games that you just don't, you just don't think, you think you're just out there hitting a ball, but there's a lot of finesse to the game.
And there's
Strategy.
Yeah.
some different games that they play too, right?
Right.
There's like the rules sometimes has to go over after the third hit on one side, and then there's what I've heard this term jungle ball. Can you talk about the different types of games that are played?
So in advance, we try and say that we're playing volleyball in the water instead of water volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
And so like regular volleyball, you can hit the ball over in 1, 2, or 3. In intermediate, you have to hit the ball over in 3 hits.
You have to hit the ball 3 times.
3 times before you hit it over.
Gotcha.
So he has to go over on the third hit.
Gotcha.
Groups is not league play.
Okay.
So groups is just somebody organizes.
Mhm.
So at the pool, there's certain times that say organized, and then there's certain times that say open group play. And during open group play is when the groups play.
Mhm.
And that's when you have somebody who wants to organize a team, kind of like Scott does with the Happy Gilmore
Mhm.
group for golf.
Mhm.
You have somebody who wants to organize the team, and they will put out a list of people, and they'll say, can you play between 1 and 3 at Rohan Saturday?
Mhm.
And then you either say yes or no, and then they'll send out a list from there of saying who made it onto the team for that week.
And when they look in the paper to find out these different locations, does it say which rules they're playing by, that they're playing by the 3 hit
No.
and go over? So you just got to show up and kind of figure it out.
A lot of it is just the different folks that you play within those groups, they have different rules. There might be some that play jungle ball, there might be some that play 3 hit, there might be some that play tournament play. It's just, each group is different.
It's what the group wants to do. You can decide as a group what kind of rules you want to play by.
Gotcha. And the commissioner touched on this earlier. So it's a matter of showing up and doing it or checking out a couple of different pools and games and what your comfort level is.
Correct.
And then you just kind of go to that same one all the time.
Yes.
Okay, so Deb, there's a new league.
There's a new
Tell
league
us
that
about it.
started in the fall.
Okay.
And they want to be able to, it started at Eisenhower, and people had to go and try out for this and be evaluated. Play for 7 to 8 weeks. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, not everybody's going to make every week, and so they do need a list of people who will come in and sub also.
There's a men's league also.
Yes, there's also a
Men's and a women's league, but not a mixed league right
Not
now.
a mixed league right now. They're thinking about doing that in the future because there is a need for that or a want for that. People want to be able to play in a mixed league. I would like to be able to play in a mixed league and not just in the women's league. So it's kind of like playing in a tournament for a couple of months.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun.
I remember one player, a female, who was very good, not overly tall, but she could get up. I saw her
Yes.
spike on Scott 3 or 4
Yes.
times
Yes.
when he was still playing. And I was like, that is so awesome.
Right.
And he was so weak against her. But yeah.
Well, thanks, Dave and Deb, for joining us on Lanai Gossip this week. Oh, now we know all about water volleyball, Lonnie.
Yes, it's still intimidating.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But they're also
Yeah.
doing training. You didn't mention that.
The advanced group now is training
Training on Friday afternoon.
Who,
And from
who
4
are
to
they
5.
training? They're training other,
Anybody who
basic
wants to sign
players,
up.
intermediate players,
Oh, really?
advanced
Yes.
players.
so the full gamut.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
And that's at
Colony at 3 to 5 on Fridays. You have to sign up ahead of time. Again, you need to look in the rec news to find out how to sign up for that. But they do have training for people who don't want to play basic all the time, who want to move up to the intermediate, or who are intermediate players that want to move up to advanced. And they do break the groups up when you sign up. They'll ask you what level you think you're at, and then they'll put you in different levels so that way they can train people appropriately.
Gotcha.
Thanks to him, we've got the best league